Good morning and welcome to Comfort Legacies with Faye Michelle. Today we have our beautiful guest, Miss Virtuous, and I'm just going to let you introduce yourself.
Hi. Hello, everyone. So, my name is Virtuous Cornwall, and I am a children's author. I'm also an educator and also the founder of Club for Kids on Clubhouse.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm so excited that you are here. Thank you for being up so early in the morning and spending your time with us.
Yes.
And so, first question, what's the name of your book?
Hey, thanks for asking. So, my book falls under the Animalsville series. And right now, I have the first book was Animalsville Finding Little Doggins, and the second one is Animalsville's Virus Busters.
Okay. All right. So are those your only two books or have you done others?
They are the only two books that have been published.
Hmm.
I have two in the works that will be published end of this year. One is called Animalsville's Thankful Day, and the other one is Animalsville's The Promise.
Okay. All right. And so when will those be coming out?
They'll be coming out at the end of this year. So if anyone is interested, please go to www.vncbooks.com, subscribe, and you will definitely get information on it. I am working on using a Kickstarter campaign for those two books. So I'm excited about that.
Okay. Did you use Kickstarter for your last two books?
No, I did not. I
Uh,
used a campaign called Indiegogo for the
yes.
Virus Busters. Yes.
How did that work out?
It worked out okay. I needed obviously more customers for sure in order for it to be successful. So I'm definitely planning ahead of time for the new Kickstarter under the Animalsville series end of this year. So I'll be prepared and ready to go. So anyone who's interested, make sure you subscribe. You get information.
Okay. All right. I'm glad you mentioned that because a lot of authors have used Kickstarter or Indiegogo. So you've used Indiegogo in the past, and you're choosing to use Kickstarter this time. Is there any reason why you switched up?
I like Kickstarter, and I think it's more efficient for me. The one thing I like about Kickstarter is that when you set a goal and you don't make the goal, unfortunately, you do not get the funds. And so I think that really gives you a drive to say, I have to hit this goal no matter what. I have to work hard on it. Indiegogo is not like that. I think it's more relaxed. If you set a goal and you don't hit it, you still get that money. I like Kickstarter because most of the author friends that I know are using Kickstarter. And there's just something about it. I just like the fact that it would drive me to say, I have to hit this goal, so I have to work twice as hard to get it done.
Okay, okay. That's a very good point because I thought perhaps I think perhaps the donators feel more confident also in Kickstarter because they know that if you don't raise the money, I guess the money
Right.
will
So it
come back.
does help. Absolutely. You are so right about that.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is so awesome. Tell us a little bit about your series of books.
Yeah, absolutely. So my Animals View series basically is to cater to children. I'm using it to help teachers and parents teach moral lessons to children. I bring humor, I bring adventure on all the stories. So there's always a valuable lesson to learn in all the stories. For Finding Little Doggins, the
Mhm.
story takes place in a town where a child got lost, and at the time, everyone was speaking a different language. And so they had to learn that particular family language in order to help find the little boy who was missing. And at the end, everyone came together, and the mayor, he made a promise to the town pertaining to what happened. So it's very exciting. It takes you to different place in the town. So you will see the library, you will see the fire station, you will see where the playground is, and so forth. So this is an exciting book. Now, for Animalsville Virus Busters, I love this one because this one is pertaining to the pandemic that we are currently in, and it shines light on children understanding about germs and virus, and it tells them how, eating healthy, drinking lots of water, washing your hands, they are all part of keeping us healthy. And so this is a very awesome book to share with children. I had a teacher who actually used this in her classroom, and I also had an artist who used it and came up with many different arts that you can use this book with. So that was also fun.
Oh, that is awesome. What age level?
Yeah, so it all depends. Like this virus busters here, even though it's for older group, I use it for children, and I just like open it and then I go through the
Yes.
pages telling the story about the pictures. So I would say between
Ah,
2 and 9 years old. It all depends on the child and their level of reading. You can have a child who's now starting to read. It's fun because it has a poem in there that children can recite. Yeah, so it's an awesome book. Yeah.
so it does have words in it from
Oh
page
yeah,
to page.
absolutely. Yeah, it does
You
have
know,
words in it.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a very interesting thought that came to mind when you were showing me the pages, and you said just pages. So I have a little grandson that's 2 years old, and he knows the story,
Yes.
but it's involved and too much for him to read. But just kind of
Yeah,
he'd be
so my
interested in
books
a
are
picture book.
beautiful. They are even for 1 year olds because you can just open it and then they can learn about the clock in the classroom and the
Oh,
teacher reading the book. So there is you can actually break it down to the level that you are reading it to. And then for older children, they can read you can help them read the words, or they can read the words and learn the lesson that is within the story.
awesome. So, did you self-publish?
I did
Oh,
self-publish. I'm excited about that, and that came about because when I first had my first story, which was Find the Little Doggins, I went to a publisher, and I was so excited. And I'm like, "Listen, I have this story. I know it's going to be amazing." And they said, "Nope." So the door was closed in my face. And then my husband, who is an amazing person, thank God for him, he
mhm,
encouraged me. He said, "Why don't you look into doing it yourself?" And I'm
mhm.
like, "I don't know if I can do that." So what I did was, and I'm telling everyone who's listening, please use social media because that's the new thing in connecting with people. And that's how I was able to meet you. And so I researched and I went on Facebook and I joined some author communities. I made myself known who I was. I started asking questions and they shared with me. They did not shut the door in my face like the traditional publisher, but they
Yes.
shared with me their information. And of course, I did my own homework and I was able to publish my first book under my publishing company, VNC Books LLC.
Okay, so did you develop your publishing company as you were going on,
Yes, I
deciding to
did.
do your
Yes,
own?
I did. Yes, and today
Awesome,
I can say we
awesome.
are finally a company, and I publish books, so I can also help publish other people books as well.
So have you ventured into that yet? Have you
I
started
have
publishing?
not, because that's not really my goal. If
Hmm.
someone comes to me and say, "Hey, can you assist me?" Of course I will. I would not hold back. If they want me to publish their books under my publishing company, absolutely, I would do that. But that's not my main goal. My main goal is to really cater to children, parents, and teachers. And so what I do is I also read my books at schools. Currently, because of the pandemic, I have been doing it virtually online.
Oh, that is awesome. Now, when you do it virtually, are you doing it through Zoom or
Yes, sometimes
um,
I'm doing it through Zoom or Google Classroom. It all depends on the
oh,
school and the type of media or how they communicate with the outside world.
oh, that's awesome. So you've been invited to come into different school
Yes,
platforms.
yes, I have. A couple of months ago, I actually teamed up with other authors and we did a tour. It was called Her Story, and we had a school in Germany who requested for us. So that was awesome to be a part of that. And yeah, and we went online and we read our stories to them. We also had a school in, I think, Philadelphia. We have another one coming up too, the end of May. So I'm excited about that.
Ah, that is amazing. I know that when this pandemic is over, you won't be able to wait to get out there and just
Absolutely,
go
absolutely.
and
And also, I have done a couple of daycares, small and large. So it's exciting.
Oh,
I love
okay.
it. I used to be a teacher, so I really enjoy meeting children, and it's just it just melts my heart. It's awesome.
Okay, so is your book a hard copy or a soft copy?
So for Finding Little Doggins, I have it only in hard copy and ebook. And if you
Mhm.
have Kindle Unlimited, you can actually download it for free. You just type in Animalsville and it will come up for you, the two series. So this one is only in hard copy and ebook. And for Virus Busters, it is in three formats. It is in ebook, hard copy, and also paperback. So this is the paperback version. The hard
Okay.
copy, it's on its way.
Okay, so you said hard copy, ebook, and what's the other?
Hard copy, ebook, and paperback. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
paperback.
right. Hard copy,
That's
paperback.
the
Okay,
Virus
so
Busters, right? So
right.
Virus
Okay,
Busters in three, Final Adults is in two formats.
okay.
Yeah.
So did you use both Amazon platform or did for your hard copy, or did you use the other um,
Well, I
indie?
use Amazon to do the publishing.
Uh-huh.
I use Amazon ebook for both. And for the hard copy for Virus Busters is not on Amazon as yet. I have my website, so I have my online store in which
Ah,
people can definitely purchase it there. I have not put it on Amazon as yet for hardcover, but the paper cover is on Amazon as we speak. Find a Little Doggins, the hardcover is on Amazon. So I am basically my own store. So I'm the one
okay.
who sends to Amazon and then Amazon distributes it accordingly. So you can also
Okay.
purchase it from me directly. The fun fact about purchasing from me is that you get coloring and activity sheets. So Amazon
Mm.
doesn't do that. I hope they don't pick it up, but they don't do
Oh
that
yeah.
yet.
Yes. Oh, so you have coloring sheets that go
Yeah.
along with the. So is that in a downloaded stream format
Yes,
for
usually
the
when people
virtual?
subscribe to my website, I send them just one page just for them to see what I'm doing. So I'll
Ah,
send them
okay.
either a coloring sheet or an activity sheet. And I'm also working on a coloring and activity book for the Animalsville series,
Okay.
but that's in the
Awesome.
future.
Okay. So did you publish with Ingham Sparks for your
No,
hard
I
copy?
did not. I did not as yet. I'm not really too much into them based on my reviews. I decide to go with KDP. No, so I'm sticking with Amazon for now.
The reason that I asked is because the hard copy, Amazon is a little bit. Amazon do not do
Yes, you're
hard.
right. Amazon does not do they don't do hard copy. But what I do is I am the basically the distributor. I'm the vendor. So I'm my own company. And so I send it to them and then people can purchase on Amazon. So right now on Amazon we have Finding Little Duckins in hard copy. And
Right.
yeah, so
No,
they
go
will
ahead.
send
I
it to
don't
me
mean
and then
to
I'll
disturb
send
you.
it to them.
Okay, I didn't mean to disturb you. I wanted you to go on because I do have a question about that. The hard
Sure.
copy, you're your own distributor. That means that you send it to a local printer or someone that
Yes,
will print it out for you.
yes, yes.
And
That
what
means
is
I send it to a local printer, and then the printer will print it, and then they will send it to me, and then I will, have it there, and then I'll send some to Amazon. So that's how I do it.
okay? Okay, so do you find that that's more feasible?
Um, yeah, for now it works for me. It definitely works for me for now. Financially, it works for me because I control the amount I make, and it's actually better in a sense for now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it works out because I'm the
Well,
one
that's good
who promotes
information
my
to
book.
know. Okay, that's good information to know because um, Ingham Sparks charge, I think, there's an uploading fee, first of all, since they're the only ones that's doing the hard copy. They also, I think, to print, it costs upwards of, $6 or $7 to
Yeah,
print.
and that's one of the reasons why I do it the way I do because most of the books that comes from Ingram Spark, you could tell that they are really high in price because the authors, especially self-publishers, they do have to do that in order to make something out of it. So like I said, Amazon definitely works for me, and me doing it this way is more sufficient right now to do that. So
Yeah, that's a great aspect. That's what I'm here for. I like to know as much as possible about the different ways of promoting and having, the community benefit from that, because there are people that are hybrid. they do a little bit of both. They'll use a traditional publishing house, or they'll do, part of it themselves, or so yeah,
Right.
that's interesting. So, and you found it to be very feasible to just do the entire thing yourself, and source it out, which usually means that, are you sourcing like through China?
No, I have not as yet, but I am definitely looking into it, because, like I said, financially it makes sense. But right now I'm doing it in the US. I have an amazing printer, and they are called Signature Printer. And so they are awesome. They are really good. And their price is actually decent, being in the USA. It's actually, I mean, it really works out. It's actually very decent. And so
So
far,
what?
that's what
I'm sorry, go ahead.
that's okay. So far, that's what I print through.
I'm trying to get it in there.
That's
So
okay.
I was just wondering, what is it to print, just to print a hard copy?
Well, it varies. You do it according to the quantity. So you can
Right.
print from 300, 500 to 1,000. So let's say you're printing roughly about 1,000 books. It also depends on the size of the book. My
Right.
size, like this one is 8.25 by 8.25. This one is 9 by 9. So it varies on the size, it varies on the amount, and that's when the price come in. And it's a very broad topic, because the pricing also depend on if it's glossy or made like the other type of paper, if it's colored, black and white mixture. So it's so many of it. But like I said, signature printing, they really work with me, and so far it's been working awesome. It's been working great.
I was looking into the China market, and to print, it probably would cost about $2 to $3, but the shipping was expensive. So, and then you have to wait a while, and you do have to order at least, they kind of push you toward 1,000 copies.
Yes, they
So,
do. I mean, they know what you're doing over there. But
yes. Oh,
yes,
they're great.
yes,
Mhm.
the more you print, the better it is for you financially. And yes, it's coming all the way from China, and it takes forever. I mean, it does take time because it's coming from overseas. So, they have to put it, it comes on the sea basically. So it takes a couple of weeks or even months to get to you, and then you will have to get it from the location where they ship it to your home, or you can bring it directly to your home. So all of that, finance plays a part. But yeah, to print it is super cheap. Yeah, it's actually less sometimes, depending on the quantity.
Okay. And where are you from, Miss Virtuous?
So the accent comes from West Africa, Ghana. I was born in the U.S. but raised in West Africa with my family. So that's where the accent is coming from.
Okay. And where do you live now?
Right now, I reside in New Jersey with my family and my pet bunny named Snow.
Name your pet bunny named Snow. That's
Yes.
awesome. And you said you were married, and how many children do you have?
Currently, we have one.
Oh,
Yes, I'm married, so thanks be to God for that.
okay. Yes. How old is your child?
He is now 2.5 years old. Yeah.
So he's loving mommy's stories.
Yeah. Oh, yes. He loves books. I think it's very important, especially certain class. We have to make sure that we embed in our children the tools that they need to become their very best. And I personally believe that any message that you want a child to learn, put it in books, and you'll be amazed that they will grab it just like that. So I think books are really the way. Any message you want them to learn, put it in books, and they will get the message.
See, now that you took my next question
Oh, wow, look at
right
that.
away.
We're flowing very
And
well
he said,
here. I see.
what advice could you give to our community?
Yes.
And I'll just back it up with this one question that I love to ask. What was it like when you got that book in your hand?
Oh, it was incredible. It was amazing. I cannot even really describe it, but when I saw it, I just felt newness. I just felt so much light. It's like as if you were pregnant, those who have been pregnant and your baby comes out. I mean, literally, that's the feeling that you get. And every time you hold your books in your hand, you feel so much joy and happiness to know that, hey, I created this. Um, I honestly cannot describe it, but I was nervous at first and I was excited. It's actually on my Facebook page. If you type in Virtuous Cornwall on Facebook or VSC Books, you will see it. Um, it's such a delight. It's such a delight. Undescribable, honestly. I'm being so truthful right now.
I love, love, love to get you all with that question because I remember when I had my first one and oh man, the jaws,
Yes.
and so everyone usually describes it as magical.
Yes, there you go. Magical. It truly is. It truly, truly is. And so,
Uh,
yeah.
that is so awesome. Well, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I appreciate you being here this morning so, 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 so much.
Oh, thank
And
you for having me.
yes, I would, if I had time, I would have you to read a page or two. But
Oh, well, I can share with you the poem that is in here, and
oh
it was
yes, I've heard
written
about the poem.
by one of the characters named Alfin.
Ah,
So
yes.
Alfin made a poem to share with his class, and that's the page here
Oh,
in
okay.
Bible Busters. So he's standing there, where standing here with the teacher, and he told the teacher, "I have a poem to share with my class." And the teacher said, "Go right on ahead." And this is how it goes. How do you stop a virus from spreading? Wash your hands, wash your hands. Cover your nose when sneezing. Cover your mouth when coughing. Wash your hands, wash your hands.
Oh, wow, that is adorable.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that is adorable. They're going
Thank
to
you.
just love, love, love that book.
Yes.
'Cause I'm saying they're going to just love, love, love that book because you're going to have to send that to me. And I have two grandsons. And they sing every song, every title to every book that I have. So
That's
they
lovely.
make up stories. Oh my goodness. I just love having you. And I thank you so much. And we've been blessed by you today.
Thank
So,
you.
everyone, we are going to say goodbye and welcome so much to Comfort Legacies. And we are looking forward to having you back.
Yes, I would love to come back. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.